friends, and welcome back. This is our last lesson of the day with the letter N. With the letter N. I think at the end of my last video I may have said R, but it wasn't R, it was N. And N says like nose, nest, nail, nurse, and nail polish. I am going to get the sounds out that we've learned so that we can review them. Are you ready? Let's do our sound chant first, and then I'll show you the letters and you can tell us the sounds. All right, here we go. A says A, 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 A. B says B, 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 B. C says K, 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 K. D says D, 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 D. E says E, 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 E. F says F, F, F. G says G, 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 G. H says H, H, H. I says I, 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 I. J says J, 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 J. K says K, 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 K. L says O, 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 O. M says N says O says ah, 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 ah. P says P. Q says Qu, 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 Qu. R says R, 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 R. S says S, S, S. T says T, 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 T. U says V says V, 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 V. W says W, 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 W. X says X, 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 X. Y says Y, 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 Y. Z says Z, 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 Z. Way to go. All right, let's review these sounds. K, O, T, B, H, I, R. Backwards. R, I, H, B, T, O, K. Last one. Do you want to read a word? Let's try it. I, T, K, it, kit. You would take an emergency kit with you in your car, maybe. Kit. Let's spell a new word. I'm just going to change the first sound. B, it, bit. I bit an apple. Bit. Just going to change the first word, or the first sound. It. Hit. I hit my head on the playset. Hit. Last one. Ooh, it. Lit. I lit the candle. Lit. Oh my goodness. We just read some words. Way to go. All right. We are now going to look at our book. What is on the front of that book? A nose. Nose begins with N. Here are different ways that you would see the letter N. The capital N and the lowercase n really don't look similar or the same. They look pretty different. N. Nose. Necklace. Necklace. That's a long word. net. What sport do you think you would play with that net? Maybe volleyball or backgammon? Net. Nails. I wonder how many nails there are in this picture. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 nails. Nails. Needles. Ooh, you would use a needle if you wanted to sew something, like a button or a dress. Needles. How many needles are in this picture? Yes, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do you know what that part of the needle is called? It's called the eye. Nest. How many eggs are in that nest? 2. 2 eggs in the nest. And what number is that? That is the number 9. This is the word 9. Here it is again, 9. Do you hear n at the beginning of the word 9? 9. Do you hear n at the end of the word 9? 9. Pretty cool. 9. 3 sets of 3 equals 9. And now we're back to N. N says N, like nose. Let's draw some pictures. Please go into your envelope and find your N. Please get out a regular pencil and your crayons or colored pencils. Remember, it's very important that we are using a regular pencil to trace our letters and write our words. N. The capital N would be used for names of people, names of places, restaurants. The lowercase n is typically the one we will use when we write. N, capital N, starts at the bottom line, which is really weird. Up to the top line, down to the baseline, up to the top line. N. N says N, like Nevada and Nelly. N. Lowercase n, dotted line to the baseline, up to the dotted line, down to the baseline. No, never, not. Nose, nest. Please put your pencil down. And the first thing we are going to draw is a nest. And nests are usually made from mud and from leaves and twigs and pine needles. So I'm going to use my brown. Nest. The first thing that you need to do for a nest is make a smile line. Now, you're going to start your line here and make another shallow smile line there. And now, make a line coming up. This is the part that is woven by the bird. It's amazing that birds are able to make nests, but they are. So this is the woven part. So to make the weave, I want you to please draw lines going from the bottom line to this middle smile line. Don't go into this space. Now, make lines going across, like that. And very carefully color that part in. Now, Nests usually have eggs inside, and my favorite egg is laid by a robin. It is a very light blue color. So I'm going to get my blue out, and I'm going to make a couple eggs. And eggs are just ovals. So I'm going to make an egg here, and I'm going to color it in. And I'm going to make a little part of an egg here. And I'm going to make another egg here and color it in. There are my eggs. This part around the eggs, I'm going to take my brown and I'm going to color around my eggs brown. And there is my nest. Make sure you put your crayons back in your box. And get your regular pencil. Let's count the syllables in nest. 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 One syllable. How many sounds in nest? N, e, s, t. 4 sounds. N, e, s, t. N, e, s, t. Here we go. N, dotted line to the baseline, up to the dotted line, down to the baseline. N, e. We haven't learned e yet, but try your best. E. N, e, s. We haven't learned s yet, but you can try your best. N, e, s, t. Oh, we know how to make a T. Top line to the baseline, pick it up, cross it over. Nest. Do your best. Writing nest. Oh, did you hear that? Nest, best. They rhyme. Nest. The next thing we're going to make is a nose. We're going to make a side view of a nose, kind of like this. So please choose the color of skin you would like. I'm going to use a brown. Here is a brown. Okay, here we go. To make a nose, it's kind of the shape of an L. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come down and a curve over. Did you make that shape? Now I'm going to make a little nostril on the bottom. Little nostril. And then I'm going to kind of make a line there. And then just color it in very lightly. Nose. Sorry to say, but my nose doesn't look very much like a nose. I tried my best, but I'm not very happy with it. But how will we know that that is a nose? Yes, we will label the nose. And after we label the nose, then people will say, oh, I see it. That's a nose. That's a side view of a nose. And there's the nostril. The face must be over here. But I wanted you to know that that was a nose. So we're going to spell the word nose. How many syllables? Nose. 1 syllable. How many sounds? N, O, S. 3 sounds. N, O, S. First sound, N. O, just the way O feels in your mouth. O, S. Right now, this word says nas. We need to make that O say its name O. Do you remember from last week when we wrote a magic E word and we made the vowel say its name? Yes, we're going to use a magic E. And that magic E doesn't say anything, it's silent, but it gives all of its power to the O and it makes it say its name. So now it says nose. nose. Thank you, friends. You have written 2 words today, nest and nose, and you drew the pictures to go with those labels. Please make sure that your crayons and your pencil go back in your supply box and your dictionary page goes back into your envelope so that it can get returned to school. All right, friends, that is the end of our N lesson. Tomorrow we will have a new letter to discover. But until then, I challenge you to find all things that begin with N. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.